Yo, yo. What's up with you? Hey, what's up? You is too. What's up, Natalie? Yeah, you is. Y'all here early. So y'all know I'm be doing 2 spreads. Hey, what's up, Shirley? For some reason, my screen a little darker. I don't know what that's about. Hey, what's up, Layla? Hey, y'all. Thanks for joining. So we're going to be going backwards, too. So y'all know we're starting at Pisces and we're going backwards. Hey, what's up? Hey, Katie Capricorn. Hey, Chai. All right, we're getting ready to get started. I'm glad you caught me too, Natalie. All right, we're getting started at Pisces, y'all. So, Pisces, what's the tea on your love life? Boom. Okay. All right. So, some of y'all are having issues getting your desires met. Now, you could be coming off maybe too, and I was gonna say intimidating. So, too intimidating, too talkative, too chatty. All right. Maybe too social. People may feel like you have a bunch of other options. They may feel like they need to strategize to get you. That's right. Capricorns is here. Oh yeah, thank y'all. Thank y'all for the likes. Love y'all. Hey, what's up, ocean lovers? So anyway, the relationships that you meet, these may be tests. Sometimes they come off as like tests of different perspectives. You both may want the same thing, but you guys may be going about the situation totally different. All right. Now, some of y'all may be like kind of going back to them dating like a past ex or somebody from your childhood or somebody who you're like comfortable with, like you know them or some sense, or maybe it's just somebody who you built some type of rapport with when it comes to talking. You might be like noticing that you can socialize a lot more, or you maybe found a new way of communicating, which can come off as maybe a little bit more sexual. It can come off as a little bit more, hey, LA unique, La unique. Is it La unique? Hope I said it right. Anyway, you could be also noticing like the way that you talk is changing, the way you communicate with partners, or the way you communicate with people who you are romantically interested in. It may changes. People are going to be start trying to figure out what you guys have in common. So right now you may be having issues getting on the same page with like romantic partners, but they're going to be trying to figure out what it is that you need, what it is that you want, and seeing if you guys have anything that's like very similar in interest. Like if you guys are interested in the same things. Do you guys like going to the park together? Do you guys like cooking? Do you guys like eating? Stuff like that, all right? Hey, what's up, Cammy? All right, so like I said, maybe some of you could be going back to like dealing with somebody who you know from your childhood. Don't have to be, but it could just be like people who feel comfortable or people who you feel like you've known. All right, so you could be dealing with a Scorpio, could be dealing with a Gemini. So you may be having partners who are mirroring you. They may be coming in and out, like not staying consistent, maybe not always hitting you up, maybe not always coming through. These could be maybe even more so sexual connections. All right, yeah, a lot of miscommunications. All right, so listen, if people are coming back around, it may be in a more manipulative fashion. They may be coming back around for their own self-satisfaction, or because they feel like you have other options. They may feel like you're already comfortable or already happy. So they may be trying to disrupt you by trying to offer you like a new beginning or trying to get you to start it all over again. All right, now for some of y'all, this would be a new person though who's going to see you as a trophy because we got the Knight of Cups and the Nine of Cups. All right, okay, so let me give you signs real quick who you could be dealing with. Could be a Scorpio, could be a Leo, could be a Pisces, could be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Gemini, Pisces, or Sag. All right, but these would be people who can't really make up their mind about what they want when it comes to romance. All right, so, and we got Capricorn, Aquarius. So these would be people who are, they may be a little bit difficult to get along with. They tend to be a little bit pushy and a little bit rude, like, or cold, like condescending in some ways. So they maybe have like authority or status maybe, or maybe they're like somebody who people take a lot, like take very seriously. They may not really do a whole lot of talking and communicating with you, because I got the Eight of Wands in reverse, which could mean that they may communicate, but they may misinterpret a lot of things, or there could be like a lot of like misunderstandings, you know what I mean? Like they may have ways that they want to do things, you may have ways that you want to do things, and it just kind of seems like they're not really trying to get along with you, or they're not trying to maybe, I'm gonna say be fair in a sense when it comes to love. They may not openly express their emotions. It may be more sexual enticing, or more sexually like what you focus on. Like you may be more focused on like the sex with them, or like it may even, for some of y'all, it could even be like a secret connection. Like they may have status, or they may have some type of influence, or they just like people maybe just respect them in some way. So it's like you maybe keep them around because of that. So this may be somebody who mirrors you, who shows back like some of the areas of yourself where you aren't the most proud about. This may be what you got going on in your love life. And it looks like if you have a new person coming in, this is gonna be somebody who's attracted to you, but maybe comes off a little bit bashful. It looks like they may be afraid to really like tell you how they feel about you. They probably idolize you, for real, for real. They probably idolize you, and they may be feeling like you're the person that could help them heal from a previous connection. This may be somebody who struggles like with intimacy, or struggles with like expressing emotions, or expresses with like communicating how they feel in general, like about just about everyday life. And so they may be feeling like you're somebody who can come in and help them like deal with the uncertainty of their emotions, or deal with like that high, low, up, down, like maybe teach them how to manage their emotions. So you may be having people who you have to like teach in a way how to love. You know what I mean? Like they're not really the most open or most romantic, but they have the potential to be. Like this is somebody who's probably done it before, but felt rejected by doing it, or felt like they were taken advantage of by doing it. So they've gotten cold when it comes to relationships. So a lot of these would be about like internal tests, and the ability to kind of like, I'm gonna say nurture yourself, or the ability to like deal with your own emotions while maybe sorting through others. So some of y'all may have to help other people like become emotionally ready for relationships. So you may be like a teacher in a way. Not saying that you guys can't take it further with them, but you may be coming off as like a teacher, where you're explaining to them or showing them through action how to love. You know what I mean? So let me give you signs one more time, and we're gonna go over here to Aquarius. We got Scorpio, Gemini, Leo, Pisces, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Pisces, Sag, Aquarius, or Capricorn. All right. Ooh. Yo, I should have put my screen on a little lighter, because it's kind of dark, so I'll be having to like squint. Do I look dark? Does it look dark in here to y'all? Let's see, we are Aquarius. Aquarius. Oh shit, I meant to, no, okay, that's cool. All right, that's perfect. I meant to pull out the Tarot Sexual Magic. I forgot about that. I'm gonna do it for this next pile. Hey, what's up, Maya? Maya? All right, so man, I just seen that. We just did that card. That was a Scorpio again, so it could be similar energy going on for y'all. All right, mystery. All right, so we got Neptune energy. I usually do them in the morning. It depends. I usually do them in the morning. I try to post like 3 times a week with the written reads, and like once or twice when it comes to the reels on Instagram. So, all right, Aquarius. So when it comes to relationships, you may be having partners who want to be generous with you, but you kind of don't really know what their intentions are. A lot of the relationships that you may be having could be like, I'm gonna say unrealistic in a way, where it's more about like status, attention. They may be attractive. They may, be a people pleaser or do what you would like them to do. Like they kind of pine for your attention, or they pine for your validation. But it kind of comes off as like they also kind of feel like they're too good in some ways. So maybe there's like issues with them staying present or like staying put. Like this may be somebody who's overly attractive and like other people notice them too. So they may be kind of popular, or maybe a show off, or hey, what's up, Cosmic Girl? Or they may be a show off, or, you know, they can be maybe stuck in addictions or have like issues that like they try to gloss over because they're attractive. So like they may get a lot of attention, or they may be recognized by a lot of people, or a lot of people want them. And most likely it's because they're attractive or because they have some type of status. You know what I mean? So for some of y'all, they may be like in a celebrity status, or like just very popular. People know them. Like they're known for getting attention. So the partners that you're going to be encountering are going to be people who will probably see you as very exciting and very attractive. They may even kind of see you, I was going to say kind of spooky. So maybe like a little mystical in some way, like you be in, like maybe you talk about like their signs, maybe you ask them what their signs are, or you talk about maybe spiritual matters in a way, or you speak about the world in a more artsy, poetic way, where it's like maybe you paint the world to be better or sorrier, like where you can like, this world's going to hell in a handbag. You may kind of like put it like that, where maybe you feel like we've sacrificed ourselves or like changed some of our morals. And, you know, you may be coming off this way to like your partners, and they may be kind of looking at you as like maybe not able to be present in reality. Like maybe you have unrealistic expectations of dating, you know what I mean? Where they feel like maybe you expect too much, you know, as like, and it could be, I'm not for sure why. It could be because they feel like you live in a fantasy world, like you have this desire or these wants that can't be met by people. So they may feel like you expect a lot from them. And you may notice this with your partners, where they may put this vibe on you where it's like, you're asking for too much. Why are you acting like that? You know what I mean? This may be somebody who's used to not having to do that much. That might be what you're encountering with your partner or partners, where they may be used to not having to do that much. They may be able to get by on like being attractive or being popular, or, you know, just showing up. So you may kind of recognize that like they get attention just for showing up. All right, so your relationships could be having a lot of confusion. So for some of y'all, it's just like, are we really going to take this further? Are we like really in a relationship? Sometimes it gives like, I'm gonna say sometimes it can give, with the Pisces, I think of a mistress. Sometimes it can give like a mistress vibe, you know what I mean? So it may be like a relationship where you guys aren't, look, non-traditional. We got 10 of Pentacles. So this may be like the relationship where you have like old traditional values, where you guys may have outdated values. This is what's going on. So either you or the people you're dating have outdated values. And then it's the Seven of Swords. So they're prone to telling you what you want to hear to get what they want, with the Justice. Yep, and the Nine of Cups in reverse. Self-satisfaction for them with the Emperor. So a lot of y'all have, I'm gonna say, unrealistic expectations, but also the partners that you have unrealistic expectations and control issues. These tend to be people who are outdated or outmoded. Like the stuff that they believe in is no longer like valid for the times we live in. What they expect from you is no longer valid. You know what I mean? It's like maybe they want you to work and be a housewife, or maybe they want you to be a housewife, but they don't make enough. You know what I mean? Like it's like unrealistic for what they're trying to get to happen here. And they may be very nitpicky, or always have something about you, or you may, it may be you. Like the energy can go back and forth, but they may always have issues or little nitpicky things about you that they don't like. And they may be bringing it up as a way of like trying to get you to be more conformist to what they want you to be, because these are people who have control issues and they live in a fantasy world as well. So you may notice a lot of power struggles in your relationships, just kind of like you want things to be a certain way, they want things to be a certain way. And it's all because neither one of you guys at this point feels satisfied with the dynamic, the way it's going. You know, so you may be feeling like most of your relationships are unfulfilling at this time. Even if some of y'all are single and you have other options, you may feel like none of these are really like gelling with you in the way that you want. You may feel like they have ulterior motives. They avoid having difficult conversations, or like really answering questions directly. They may beat around the bush in some ways, but they kind of come off like they have a great public face. And it may be more so because they have status, or because, you know, being seen with them might imply that you're somebody as well. And I'm not saying that you're not somebody as you are, but I'm just saying like you guys being together, like they may be very attractive, you may be very attractive. And together you guys look like we're on to something, you know what I mean? So that might be part of what's going on here. You know what I mean? But at the same time, this person is holding on to some values that their family had, that maybe don't fit with yours. Like you guys have different family upbringings. That might really be, I mean, that happens with a lot of us. We usually have different upbringings, but like in this case, it just seems like this is somebody who's holding true to that. And this is how they built their life or built their image around these principles. So the people that you have, they may be a little stubborn and not willing to change or look at things from your perspective. You know, with Pisces energy, I think hangman. So this is usually somebody who sees things how they see it, which tends to be a little glossy or with rose tinted glasses, where this to them used to be a better time in life. So you may be going through this and saying this to people, or the people that are coming along may be trying to put you back into a box to be some way. Like if you are an independent woman, maybe you have, or even a man, like, you know, they may be trying to put you into gender roles or telling you like women can't empower themselves, or women should be in the kitchen, or men should be under a car fixing tire. You know what I mean? Like they may have these strong principles and beliefs that just aren't valid for where you guys are at this time. And it may even just be like in the beginning stages of the relationship where it's like, you know, maybe we've dealt with each other for a while, but it's like we kind of still don't know each other. We don't really know what each other needs or wants. We just like idolized each other as being like, you know, a token or of being a trophy. So you may be like encountering people who see you as a trophy and are prone to telling you what you want to hear just to get their own satisfaction. It could be possibly sexual, only because of the Pisces, which tends to be a romantic and somebody who can play things up to be a lot better than what they are. So they may be like strategizing in ways to like, you know, sleep with you or get your material goods. You know what I mean? Maybe you have status, money. They may be trying to find ways to get in there so that they can get some. You know what I mean? So like there's like a change of like I'm saying like what's it called? It's like a change. He tells me his bank account better match. Oh yeah, I know, right? No, so like this is like a change of like gender roles in a way. Where like, I'm not gonna say like change of gender roles. Maybe that's like a broader way of saying it, but that's not what I really mean. It's kind of like they want to take, I mean, some say they want to take your place and you take their place. Like maybe they want to be treated like the baddie or like the, you know, the housewife or like the most beautiful one. They want to be treated like the trophy. So you may be noticing that partners around you are like trying to get you to treat them like trophies, and they're strategizing or being very, very slick about how they present themselves to do that. All right. So let me give you signs. We got Virgo, Libra, Aquarius, Pisces, Aries, Libra, Aquarius, Leo, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Pisces, and that's what I got. All right. So Capricorn. Capricorn. Yo, it's crazy. I can see your comments, but they're kind of dark, so I have to like touch them and then scroll up and see what else y'all say. It tells me that bank account better match. I'm probably gonna get that total with yes. You know what I'm saying? Mental intellectual need to be stimulated, and awkward is difficult. Very difficult to date. Very difficult. There was this girl who I was like talking to a little bit. She was an aqua. Like I really couldn't read her. That was like the only person I really couldn't read. It was like, it was so weird. I really couldn't get her. Cause I was like, yo, you're doing all these things that like give me an impression that we're like doing something, but at the same time, I don't know what you're on. Like I don't really get you, and you don't do a great job of expressing your emotions or being direct. So that was really an issue for me. Anyway, yeah. So Capricorn, what's the T on your love life? Here we go. All right. So some of y'all are getting into a commitment, a long-term marriage, or a long-term commitment, long-term relationship. So you guys could be renewing a past relationship, one that you had for some of y'all. Or you guys are getting a lot more serious about your core principles. All right, we got a square here, so that's about growth and growth through stress. So some of y'all are gonna be growing through stress in your relationships. These can sometimes be about compromising though, like finding ways to figure out like how to be fair with each other. It can sometimes be power struggles, because with Scorpio, I mean with the Pluto and the square, it could be power struggles that you may be experiencing, where who's in charge, whose way is better, you know what I mean? Whose beliefs do we follow? You know, whose guidelines are we on? You know what I mean? So you may notice that some of your relationships could maybe be going through a little bit of turbulence, and this is just the growing phase, it looks like. So it looks like you guys may start one over and then go more into like, I guess, trying to grow through like whatever stresses you guys have. So when you guys have conflicts or like disagreements, you guys may come back stronger, all right? Now, you guys could be figuring out what makes you guys compatible. So like if you guys are starting with new partners, these are partners that you're going to be trying to figure out, are we compatible? What are their visions for long term? What are their principles? You know, what are their core values? What do they hold true to them? You know, so you guys may be starting to dig deeper or get deeper with relationships. All right, so far we got Scorpio. All right, could be dealing with one of them. All right, some of y'all, it looks like you got, some of y'all might be getting into a relationship in the summer if you're single. Looks like you guys might be like getting with somebody who may be a long-term partner, or at least a more serious partner. All right, somebody who's going to possibly be a lot more devoted to you, or like cater to your needs. They care about your intimacy, like they care about intimacy, so they care about your needs. All right, so what do you know? All right, so we got Virgo. So some of y'all could have a partner that maybe moves in or moves out. Now it looks like they're moving in. So some of y'all may have a partner move in. All right. All right, so we got a couple things going on here. So we're gonna give you a couple different storylines. So you got gossips or rumors going on around your romantic life. All right. It's a couple different ones. So I'm gonna tell you that it's gossip around your romantic life. And then there's somebody who either ghosted y'all or somebody who you haven't heard from in a while coming back around, trying to get your attention soon. This is somebody who wants to start with a clean slate. So I'm gonna give you a signs real quick. We got Virgo, Cancer, Leo, Pisces, Leo, Sag, Pisces, Scorpio, Leo. So a lot of Scorpio. So this could have been possibly people that you've had endings with coming back around. All right, for some of y'all, these may be people who you don't really know that well, who maybe, like sometimes you know how you can have a communicate, they can talk with them, or you could like maybe converse with them sometimes, or like maybe there's like there's desire to maybe do something or go further, but it just really hasn't like taken off or gotten off the ground. These may be some of these relationships coming back around for some of y'all. These may be people who maybe weren't open to love at the time, or they didn't feel, all right, so I'm gonna say it this way, two ways. One way it could have been they didn't feel like you were the most attractive at that time. Or two, they weren't feeling the most confident about pursuing you at that time. They could have not really had their life living together. They may have felt like you were more popular than them. They could have felt like you were having too many other options, or they just maybe felt like it was just hard to be able to like find you or get around you. You know what I mean? Like maybe they could have been, for some of y'all, they could have been dealing with a ex that was a little bit abusive or a little aggressive, possessive. You know what I mean? So that might have been something as well for some of y'all. So I guess like when it comes to romance, some things may be a little bit like cloudy at first when you get into these people, because they may come back around, but it may be out of like jealousy or feeling like other people want to give you love, and they may be finally wanting to stand up or step up. Like, you know, I'm not about to let somebody take you, because you got renewal here. So it could come sometimes from like destruction or like turbulence, or it can come from like anger, jealousy. It could be also emotions that they repressed. They could be like finally like spitting out, like letting you know, like, I've always felt this way about you, or you, like, it's obsessive. So like they may come out and let you know some of these things that they've had on their heart or on their mind. This could also be like, but it's an ego thing. Like maybe they just want to win, because I got a 6 of Wands here. So maybe it's just about like winning, maybe just getting your attention back on them, just being seen. Like I said, I kind of feel like, because we got the Hermit here and we got the Moon, which is a ghost card. So I kind of feel like maybe they ghosted y'all. But if they didn't ghost y'all, then it's just like there was just a vagueness between y'all where you guys weren't really quite clear where things were going or what things were like true. Maybe there's rumors, maybe there's secrets between you. And even if you've been with somebody, it can sometimes be like secrets between y'all that like, say you guys broke up before and then you guys get back together. If it's a past person, there may be like things that have happened during that time when you guys weren't together that are like between y'all, and your partner may be obsessing about these things. Like, where were you at? Who were you with? Who did you see? Who were you dating? You know what I mean? Like there's a whole bunch of things that they're kind of curious about and wondering about, and it frustrates them in a way, but they're not really saying anything. So you guys may be needing to know that. All right, some of y'all, relationships are gonna be taking on a more serious tone, like figuring out, like I said, whether you guys are compatible. Like that might be like what you do in your dating life now, like seeing if you guys are on the same page, if you guys want the same things, if you guys need the same needs or similar needs. You know what I mean? Like your relationships are about to go to another level in terms of evolution. So they'll probably get deeper and a lot more intense. You know what I mean? For some of y'all, they can also get a lot more sexual or a lot more passion filled, which can just be like anger, frustration, but really expressive. So you guys may notice that people are expressing themselves a lot more to you, or they're expressing their emotions to you a lot more. It can sometimes come off as angry. It can also come off as jealous or possessive or controlling, but like they really, like they're gonna start really letting you know how they feel about you because it's been sitting on them for a while. And they feel like you're getting a lot of attention and that they need control of this situation again. So you may be experiencing that. And it may not come off in the most pleasant way. They'll be trying to do it with love, but some of this stuff may not come off in the most pleasant way. There may be like manipulation when it comes to your intimacy needs, like holding back, like not taking the lead in situations where they say they would. They may leave you lingering or leave you hanging as a way of trying to like disempower you so that you do what they want you to do. So you may notice that. Like they, kind of go quiet or like just disappear for a while, try to get you to miss them so that way they can have control of the relationship. So just notice that, all right? Anyway, let me give you signs. We got Virgo, Cancer, Leo, Pisces, Leo, Sag, Pisces, Scorpio, Leo, Scorpio. All right, so that's for Capricorn. All right, good old Sag. What's up, April? Sag. All right, all right. All right, so let's get a shuffle. Thanks for all those likes, y'all. Appreciate those likes. All right, so Sag, what's the T on your love life? I'm gonna say Sagittarius, Leo, Leo. All right, hold on. So you guys got a good rep right now. Your public image is on fire right now, so people are probably seeing you a lot more. Oh yeah, you're looking really assertive, looking very sexually alluring to a lot of people. All right, and a lot of people are actually looking at you as a sensible choice when it comes to romance. So you could be it could be a Capricorn, could be a Scorpio, could be an Aries, could be a Libra. So you may notice this, that people are also asserting themselves towards you a lot more. You may notice that they are like making their desires known a lot more to you. Oh yeah, thank you. I do my best. So they might notice that, like they're trying to maybe even indulge you in whatever it is that you want. Maybe they try to find, it's not even like finding interest. It's kind of like they just try to match you. Like if you text me, I text you. If you show me love, I show you love. So you may notice that like partners are trying to match you or trying to balance things out between y'all, trying to keep the harmony in the relationship. All right. Now, you may also have relationships with people who are a little bit fickle because these are people who kind of care about status. They may have a public image or public recognition by a lot of people. Like maybe it can become popular, but it kind of, because we got the 10th house here, they could be maybe more career driven. For some of y'all, they could be famous because it's the VIP card. So for some of y'all, they could maybe be famous, or they could just be like in the public eye. You know what I mean? So this may be like, you may be starting to date people like that, where they're in the public eye. They could be business owners. They could be people who maybe even in the law field, or they have some type of like public status that people respect about them. All right, because the 10th house is here, this can also be about a long-term relationship. So people may be looking at you as long-term relationships, like stay in my life forever. You know what I mean? Like you bring me good luck, or you bring me abundance, you bring me security, you know, you make me look good. So your partners may be doing this, or the people that you have coming in may be doing this soon. Or this is how they'll be seeing you. All right, they may feel like you're polished. So like maybe you came from like a rougher area, or they seen you grow. So now they feel like, oh, okay, you're calm. You're a lot cooler now. All right, so T on your love life. Somebody else feels abandoned by you though. Could be a Taurus. All right, could be a Taurus, could be a Capricorn, Scorpio, Aries, Libra, not Leo, my bad. Libra. All right, we got Aquarius, Capricorn. So some of y'all may be on the fence about cutting somebody off, all right, and starting anew, or like, okay, so it has to do with attraction, or it has to do with maybe feeling guilty. So some of y'all, maybe you want to cut somebody off, but you maybe feel guilty. So you may have like a partner that you kind of like you deal with, but you maybe have took it out of like boredom. Cause I got 4 cups, and sometimes it's about being bored. So you may have took it out of boredom. You may be trying to create other opportunities. So somebody kind of feels embarrassed about how, I guess maybe how you left them behind. like maybe their sexual prowess, like dealing with you sexually. So maybe they're like a prude in a way, or like they're like very strict. Like this may be somebody who's kind of strict. They get the King of Swords. So maybe you had a partner who was strict and really indecisive, or like not really, I'm gonna say not really putting out or not really sexually active with you like that. Because it looks like the people that are coming in are going to be a lot more aggressive towards you, or a lot more sexual. Like they're going to see you in a more sexual way, and then, like it's going to boost your confidence. So like the people that are coming in are meant to boost your confidence, and they're going to be trying to play fair with you. But like I guess some of y'all have left behind somebody, or maybe you're going to. It looks like you may have left behind somebody who you really couldn't make a decision on or a choice on. You may have felt like you couldn't trust them, or they just didn't trust you, because like the sex was between y'all wasn't that great. That's what it kind of looks like. Like you may be looking more for like passion, excitement, people who like really turn you on, you know what I mean? People who are really confident in their sexuality, people who are just like, who know how to like solve problems or issues. They don't really cause a lot of strife in your life. Like they don't really upset you or maybe like disappoint you. I mean, I'm gonna say not disappoint you, because people will always disappoint you, but like they maybe not embarrass you. They may not try to guilt you into like doing what they want you to do. You just kind of like genuinely want to. Because this person seems like a demanding character, or somebody who just expects you to do things a certain way because maybe they have authority in your life, or you've given them some type of authority in your life. So some of y'all may be like cutting this person off or blocking this person. All right, and then this is when you'll have other people come in. You may meet these people through other people though, like through friends or through like common acquaintances. Like, you know, they could be neighbors. They could be people that you meet through like friends. I say through friends, which can sometimes be like social media, right? But it could also be like, you know, maybe we worked together and then we went to a barbecue and one of my coworkers introduced me to you. It could be any of that type of shit. You know what I mean? So some of y'all would be meeting new people, but these would be people who also are more passionate. They're just sexual. They may be business owners, or maybe more focused on like business or like rational affairs. If they feel like, I don't know, they try to rationalize the relationship more than anything. So like they're not really people who get deep into emotions. So like they can tend to like stay a little distant, but like they like passion and sex. They like excitement. They like, you know, they maybe live like more of like a strict like regimented life, and you may be injecting passion and excitement into their life, and that might be what they have you around for. You may be boosting their confidence. You may be helping them get business deals. You may be making them look a lot more sociable, or a lot more like accessible to the public. You know what I mean? Like you may be helping them out in a way of like maybe getting outside or doing something outside of their norm. So people may be kind of like looking at you as a leader in your relationships. Like you may have the final say in your relationships if you start looking around. You just maybe need to initiate more or be more assertive and like really speak your mind. And when you speak your mind, just make sure that what you're doing has the intention of taking care of everybody. Because these people will probably go with it, most likely. Like they like you for like passion, sex, you know what I mean? Like you're attractive to these people. So that's what you need to know. And more so than anything, they want your respect. They want you to respect them. So like if you are doing whatever, they want you to kind of like do it within the means of like being respectful to my public image. Don't make me look bad. Don't make me, you know, look like I'm a simp or whatever, you know what I mean? Or don't make me look like I'm letting you just do what you want to do. Don't make me look bad. Is really the partners that you're going to have, because they care a lot about how other people see them. Like I said, they may be popular or famous or just well known, where people respect them because they've had some type of honors or success or whatever. All right, so you're helping these people out, and they don't, you know, they may not tell you that. You know what I mean? These are people who haven't realized why their past relationships haven't worked. So they just kind of keep you around because they feel like you're beginning a new start for them. A new start, and you make them feel attractive. That's all. All right, so let me give you signs. We got Capricorn, Scorpio, Aries, Libra, Taurus, Libra, Aquarius, Capricorn, Aries, Leo, Sag, Virgo, Gemini. All right. So, Scorpio. Hey, Cammy, glad to see you. Yeah, Scorpio was kind of quick, right? I did do that kind of quick. All right, Scorpio, what's the T on your love life? All right, quick shuffle. So some of y'all love life is affected by your public image. All right, some of y'all may be coming off as like influential, important, big boss guy, lady, whatever, something like that. So it looked like I just seen Uranus, so that's a breakthrough. All right, so it's a breakthrough in relationships. So you guys could be encountering somebody who has the same familiar values as you, meaning like they were probably raised the same way as you. Could be a Cancer. All right, it's gonna be somebody who's emotional too that comes your way. And they're sympathetic to you. So like whatever you've been through, it's somebody who wants to nurture you. Could be a Sag. Now for some of y'all, they may be foreign, or this may be somebody who kind of comes and goes, but they're very loyal to you and they're protective over you. All right. They may also be like harsh or blunt with the way they talk to you, but it comes from like a loving place. They're not intentionally trying to hurt you. All right. You guys could be traveling with this person, or you guys may be starting to travel, or you guys might be wanting to like get a house together or move in together, or you guys may just be starting to like snuggle up a lot more, like getting closer towards each other, starting to care about each other on a more deeper level, you know, maybe even starting to care about each other's needs, which is like a whole nother level to the relationship where it's like, oh, I care about what you have going on in your life, so I'm wanting to do things for you now. So you may be having this going on soon. Could be a Leo that you're dealing with. All right, yeah, you got somebody from the past coming back around. You got Six of Cups. It's somebody who misses you, or somebody who's, I'm gonna say they, yeah, it was clear. All right, cool. So we got the Hangman here. I was about to say they idolize you, and that's what it is. They idolize you. But with the Six of Cups, it's like they remember you for being gentle. They remember you from like younger years. Maybe they're from your younger years, like from your childhood. But it's somebody who sees potential in the relationship. They want to be patient with you. Could be a Taurus, could be a Pisces. We got Leo, Virgo, Capricorn, and Cancer. So this may be somebody who has like wears like a uniform or has some type of like status. They may be like career driven, focused on career. For some of y'all, they may be into like creating or a creator. All right, but it's somebody who looks like they like being single. So from the outside looking in, you would think this person has it all going for themselves. They don't really need anybody else. They enjoy building on their own. They probably get into some money. They maybe wear a lot of like, you know, maybe designer or something, or they wear like fancier clothing because it looks like they're well dressed. So the partners that you'll be having in are actually people who are independent, but they have this feeling of like closeness to you, of wanting to like build a family with you, of wanting to nurture you. Maybe it's because of you being very nurturing and very attractive. Like they want you to be the partner who they're devoted to, like who they stay with. You know what I mean? Like that's what it's really giving. Like they want to stay with you. You know what I mean? And it could be like, and as I said, maybe moving in, y'all get a house, or y'all buy some type of property, or anything. Like they kind of want to take on maybe even your philosophy. Like they may like the way that you see the world, or they may like the way that you live your life, and they may want to start doing that. Like they may start trying to mirror you. All right, and what it really is though, they like that you sacrifice your needs for them, because we got Pisces here with the Hangman. They like that you sacrifice your needs for them, and that you're patient with them. So you're coming off as more of like a nurturing figure to these people. All right, and that's what they're intending to do to you too. So this is cool. You guys will have like this matching, mirroring energy where you guys will be loving each other, wanting to nurture each other, wanting to take care of each other, wanting to give to each other. You know what I mean? But and so I could put it in a negative way of saying like this is them trying to keep you stagnant, and it is in a sense. Like they can kind of feel like you're the one. You know what I mean? But they see you as like the one who's like the one that they really wanted. You get what I mean? Like they really wanted you. So that's what it comes off as like, oh, you're very attractive. I really wanted you. You're very insightful, and you hype me up. You give me my confidence back. You know, you help me see things in other perspectives that I normally wouldn't have seen. You know, and so like, and you're patient with me. You're patient with progress, and I see that we're growing closer. So like, that's what it's really about. Like, so the T on your love life is like the people who are coming around you. If there's new people, if these are new people, these are very attractive people to you. These will be the people that you want. Like, oh, I want this person. I find this person to be very attractive. And they'll be attracted to you too. They may also sacrifice some of the stuff that they need for you because they can see the potential of where the relationship would go. So they may dim themselves down. Like, I kind of feel like they may be popular, or like if they're very attractive, they may dumb themselves down in a way so that you can feel, I'm gonna say good enough. Not saying that you're not good enough, but maybe it's like they don't want you to be like scare you off. They don't want to scare you off. So like new partners don't want to scare you off by seeming too independent, too successful, having things going too well for themselves. Like they don't want to seem like they got it all figured out. You know what I mean? Instead, they want to kind of like see if you're patient with them, and see if you're willing to grow with them and get to know them, you know, and get to see things from their perspective. Like they want you to be able to like I guess they want to know if you're going to be there for the long haul. That's what these partners are looking at. But they look at you as like very attractive and someone who they want to have on their arm and show off to other people, but also someone who they want to build a family with. So you may notice this, like the partners you have, you guys will be mirroring each other in values. The things that you hold true to yourself, or the things that you would want when it comes to building a relationship or building a family, you guys will be mirroring and having those same things. So some of y'all, it could be like an apology coming from a partner that you've had before. And they could be wanting to like give you, I'm saying maybe it could have been like a discrepancy over money. So I was kind of feeling like they maybe want to give you money or do something in a way that gives you an opportunity to make some money. You know what I mean? Maybe it's just like they just give you money. But like maybe if you're a male or if you run a business, then they be trying to bring an opportunity for you to make some money. And they're trying to figure out a way where they can get in there with you. Because like this is somebody who wants to build long-term stability with you. So they're seeing like marriage and all that. And like I said, for some of y'all, they may be foreign. And that might be just like their culture where they automatically see you and the first thing they think is marriage. And they like start moving in that way. But it kind of gives the vibe of like y'all been like putting into this, investing into this, and it's starting to show some type of proof or evidence that you guys are getting closer or starting to get to know each other a lot more. So your relationships are going to be taken on another level of intimacy. But sometimes with the hangman, this could be unrealistic expectations of like the progress. Like sometimes you guys can just get together, and because it's Cancer, that's a soulmate energy. It can sometimes come together like where you feel like maybe we've been talking for like a month, 2 months. You kind of feel like this is my person. We really get each other. We're gelling. Like they have everything that I have. They want everything that I want. So you could maybe even put them on a pedestal or idolize them or see them in this like better light, you know what I mean? Or like a holier than thou light where it's like, this person can't do no wrong. This is my person, which isn't necessarily bad. That's what you need sometimes when you're in love. You kind of like idealize your partner where you see them as the best version of themselves. Even before they've gotten there, you can kind of look past their imperfections. So you guys may be just noticing this in your relationship where it's like you guys are like looking past each other's perfection and being patient with each other, just allowing this to allow you guys to get closer. All right. So you may notice, like I said, a lot more loyalty, allow your partner not trying to outshine you in ways or not trying to like make you feel like they're unsatisfied with what you're giving. They don't try to make you feel like you're not good enough. You know, they may be like, because the Queen of Wands could be somebody who hypes you up. So they may hype you up, boost your confidence. You may notice this, you know what I mean? It could also be moody sometimes too, though. Sometimes it could be moody where it's like now they feel like they need the attention. Now you got to give it to me. You got to give it to me. So that's where that mirroring energy comes from. So you may be noticing that. We got 2 of Pentacles here. Where, so yeah, you may notice that. Where like maybe some days they're like really pressed on you, really wanting to be around you, really want your attention or really giving you a lot of attention. And then other days they're needing you to do it to them. And they're like, you know, they'll get upset if you don't. So you just kind of need to be aware of that. All right. But anyway, you guys are just getting to another level of comfort in your relationships. So let me give you signs. We got Cancer, Sag, Leo, Virgo, Capricorn, Cancer, Pisces, Taurus, Scorpio, and Leo. All right. So, where we at now? Libra? All right. Dang, I forgot to tell him it was a record. Scorpio, you guys could be reconciling with somebody from the past. My bad, y'all. I meant to tell y'all that. It just kind of hit me when I get done. Like sometimes when I be done with these readings and I go, like I turn off the camera or whatever, and then maybe I go in the kitchen or I go in my room for a second. On the way there, I think about all the stuff I should have said. I'll be like, oh, dang, that's what they were trying to say. Ha ha ha. It's crazy. Anyway, so Libra, all right, opposition. So people that you're dealing with, you guys may have issues getting on the same page. You guys may want the same things, but you guys are being too critical or self-critical of each other. All right. There may be issues seeking balance. So you could be dealing with the Gemini, could be dealing with the Virgo. All right. Overly critical of each other, and they maybe make you anxious. So like you guys may not have the same like exact wants or the same exact needs, or you may have like opposing strengths. Maybe you're good at communicating. Maybe this person is good at like affection. Maybe you're good at like paying the bills. Maybe this person is good at getting the money. You know what I mean? Like any of that. There may be issues where you guys want the same thing, but you guys are on different sides of the path. Hey, what's up, Tiffany? You guys want the same thing, but we're like, we're going at it 2 totally different ways. You know what I mean? And one of you may be stronger in like getting there, and the other one may be like kind of like holding on in a way. But I guess you're gonna be having people who are very good at talking. So that's what you guys are gonna be doing a lot more of: talking, texting, messaging. Like this is how you guys are gonna build intimacy, through talking, all right, and dealing with the emotions that y'all have. So if it's not necessarily like physical talking, then you're doing a lot of texting, maybe writing each other notes, leaving notes for each other to read, any of that type of stuff. All right. So if you got a new person coming in, this would be somebody who also mirrors you. All right. They may also test you with your emotional abilities, like to be able to deal with your emotions. So like, let's say they don't text you back. Do you get angry and cut them off? Do you ghost them? Do you know what I mean? Like, how do you handle these emotions? So like, these will be people who come in and test you to see if you've learned the lesson from previous connections. All right. They're very social. So maybe they don't always socialize with you, because sometimes Geminis can get bored. All right. So you may have like people who flirt with you, communicate with you, talk with you here and there, message you here and there, but they don't stay consistent. All right. So we got, all right. So some of y'all are getting rid of somebody who you have unrequited love with, or who you feel aren't loving you in the way that you want to be loved. All right, so we got Leo, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Taurus, Capricorn, and then others of you are starting a new cycle with this person. You could be renewing it with this person. Yep, 6 of Cups. So we got your reconciliation here. So some of y'all is going to be going in the other way. It could be a reconciliation. So let's look at it like this. You could be fighting off somebody else who you felt like wasn't loving you, and then going into another relationship with somebody else who seems to be more like who you guys share the same beliefs. So that's what the opposition is representing in this moment then. It's just like sorting through partners who maybe don't share the same values, same beliefs. You guys maybe don't have the same needs. You guys want the same thing, but like the way you guys look at the relationship are two totally different ways. So that might be what you're recognizing in your connections, or in the connection you may be in right now. All right, there may be like a lot of planning or strategizing to get your needs met. Like maybe you have to manipulate each other, or play like, I'm not even gonna say like play games, but like you kind of like maybe have to hold back from like affection, or for doing service to each other, just to kind of get them to notice like, hey, you're not loving me in the way that you used to love me, or you're not loving me the way that I want to be loved. You're not expressing it in a way that I can understand it. So it may be like that. All right, but also it looks like if that's the case, this person may be putting in more effort or more energy to show you that they care. All right, now this could be where they start being a lot more helpful, and they also start being a lot more communicative. You know what I mean? Chatty patty, where they're like, you know, messaging you more, asking you questions more. They become a lot more curious about what it is that you need. Because this person may be anxious about like leaving, or like having to find somebody else, because you may be somebody who they're comfortable with. So they may be worried about you like leaving, you know what I mean? Because they can feel like you have other options, and they feel like right now they're the best choice that you have. So they don't want you to be like getting attention from other people. So their intention is to start trying to like express how they really feel, maybe even be more vulnerable with you. So you may start like noticing that, like the people around, or the connections that you have, people start getting a lot more vulnerable with you, or trying to like replay like the past good times that you've had. So like if you guys are going through conflict, then what they try to do is try to romanticize a moment that you guys had before that was good, which is just like, maybe we're arguing. Well, I remember when we went to the park that one time, we were having fun, so I'm going to take you back to the park. Or remember when we went out, we left the state, babe? Let's leave the state. Let's go travel somewhere. Let's go somewhere, because we got the world here. So you could be also like traveling or going somewhere with them. They could be trying to take you outside the country for some of y'all. All right. For others of you, one relationship, I don't know who, but some of y'all, this relationship may go into marriage. It may actually hit that culmination of marriage and going into kids, where you guys actually like stabilize the relationship. All right, like, because a lot of communication is what happens. So that communication is always what gets you guys on the same page, talking. It's a lot of talking. So you guys may do a lot of talking, and it could be about anything, you know what I mean? It's a lot of hard work, because whenever Virgo shows up, it's a hard worker. Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn are hard workers. So if anytime I would have seen that, I would have known that this takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of being specific. It takes a lot of paying attention to the details, listening to hear, not listening to respond. So this is what you'll be having in these communications. You know what I mean? This is how you're going to be building it. Because like this person's going to start being reliable, but initially it won't be that way. So like the more you guys talk, the closer you guys are going to get. Like they may start sharing like stories from their childhood, stories from their past, like maybe past relationships they've had, things that they've grown through, lessons that they've learned. Like this is how you guys will start building intimacy soon. Yeah, we're going backwards. Yeah. Hello, Kimberly. Yeah, we're going backwards. So, all right. So some of y'all are going to be finally hitting like a successful pattern of like having a real relationship where you guys are really building intimacy, really communicating your needs, really expressing what you desire, really putting in effort equally. You know what I mean? So you may start seeing that. For some of y'all, if you're not getting into a relationship, then other people, their status goes up in terms of the dating market. All right, like you could be getting a new beginning again. You could be also like becoming, being idolized by people who you've known from your past because maybe something has changed about you. Maybe you finally like got your life together. Maybe emotionally you're able to like take care of yourself and not really need to have a partner around. Like you could be looking a lot more mature and a lot more grounded or stable in yourself or principled. And they like that about you now. So like some of y'all have grown up and past partners are looking at you like, oh, you've come into your own and now I'd like to date you. Now I've made my mind up on you. Now I want to be able to fight for the connection. You know what I mean? I realized I was being superficial with you. So like they may start putting in a lot more effort. That's what it could go into for some of y'all. Like they may start respecting you. Like if before the relationships seemed like they were wavering or there was a lot of uncertainty, then these people that, if there's old people that are coming back around, they see you as more mature and grown and as successful or as like a real adult or somebody who they could really take serious. You know what I mean? If it's somebody else, if it's like like a new partners or new people that are coming into your life, because the world could be new or it could be old. So if it's new people that are coming into your life, you're gonna instantly feel like you guys get each other. There's gonna be a feeling of like comfort, even kind of feeling very familiar with them. They're gonna be easy to get along with. It just seems like everything kind of syncs up. You guys kind of agree on a lot of things. You may have opposing views, but those opposing views work together. So like maybe you don't like to be the one that cooks, but they do. Maybe you like more, maybe they like more of the housework and you like maybe, I don't know, whatever else there could be. You know what I mean? But there's like just different differences that you may have, but you guys work in tandem. It works very well. You know what I mean? So you may notice this when the relationships that come in, if they're new, they're going to be relationships that you guys have the same principles and same values and you guys hold those traditions. So they may be very traditional. You know what I mean? Like, you know, a man does this, a woman does this. They may be very traditional. All right? So that may be luck for some of y'all. So let me give you signs. We got Virgo, Gemini, Leo, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Aquarius, Capricorn, Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Virgo, and Sag. All right? All right, Libra. So he's on Virgo. Virgo. All right. All right, so let's get the quick shuffle. What they were saying. Oh, getting over this cold. Hope you're feeling better because they got me too. Hey, what's up, Scarlett? I didn't even see you up in there. My screen kind of dark. Scarlet Tarot, my boy. All right, so anyway, we on Virgo. Let's get going. So Virgo, what's the T on your love life? All right. Ooh. So you guys got somebody coming to talk to you soon. All right. This could be... Yep, you guys are about to have a lot more options. Now, if you're already in a relationship, the relationship just gets closer. All right, you guys get on the same page. You could be learning more about each other. Maybe even like expressing, like learning more about what the person needs and finding easier ways to like give it to them if you're in a partnership. All right, because we got communication, which is always the key to building a tighter, closer bond. So Gemini shows up first. We got Gemini, Virgo, Sag, Libra, or Taurus. You could be dealing with them. If not, you're gonna be getting communication from them. All right, so this is gonna be somebody who's grateful to have you in their life. That's it. Like they're aesthetically pleasing. They're gonna be wanting to be, I'm gonna say give to you, like share with you, or express some type of affection, emotions. Like it's more so people are gonna be appreciating your self-worth or how you value yourself, how you take care of yourself, how you dress yourself up. So more so has to do with your appearance. All right, your appearance and maybe the way you talk. So maybe you guys are foreign or you have some type of like way of talking that's like noticeable. They feel like you're very smart. So you may notice like a lot of your partners are like praising you for your intellect, praising you for how you see the world, praising you for like how you do things. They just like how you move in the world, and they like the way you see the world. They like your perception. All right. So you could also have more people like looking at you, or like trying to learn more about you. So if you're single, you got options that are coming, because that's what Venus would imply in this meaning. It means that you would have options. But these would be people who are trying to learn more about you, learn more about what you need, learn more about who you are, how you see the world, what are your core principles, what are your values, like the philosophies that you hold true. You know what I mean? Like the way that you live is what they're going to be trying to figure out. Like, how do you live? How do you make a living? How do you, you know, like, I don't know, just kind of like trying to learn you. That's really what I'm trying to say. Is like they're going to be trying to learn you. All right. So eventually it looks like they're going to be trying to visit you or travel towards you. All right. Because what you guys will be sharing is values, or at least they'll be trying to figure out your values. So that may be what it is. We got Gemini. All right. So first thing I want to say is, yeah, they are. Your partners are intimidated by you. So they may see you as very attractive, or they feel like you have a lot of options. They may feel like you don't really know what you want and love. So like they may be like just asking a lot of questions to try to figure out what it is that you really want. They may be they feel like you have one foot in, or they may have put one foot in, one foot out. Cause yeah, they're afraid. It all gives afraid. So a lot of your partners are intimidated by you. Probably intimidated by how you look. You know what I mean? Maybe feel like you have a lot of other options. Feel like other people are like pining for your attention. They may feel like you're superficial, or they may feel like you have like this desire for more. You know what I mean? So they may not really feel good enough around you. They like you. They like that you have self-worth and that you feel like you deserve these things, but they also kind of feel like not, I'm not even gonna say, maybe I'm gonna say maybe unrealistic, but it kind of like a pipe dream. Like some of the stuff that you want isn't real. Like maybe you live this fantasy life of like being treated a certain way, and I don't know what way that is, because sometimes it can kind of be like a luxury lifestyle. We got the Wheel of Fortune and the Seven of Cups. It may sometimes be about like a luxury lifestyle. Sometimes like they may feel like you're very beneficial, but they may feel like sometimes you're here for an opportunity. You know what I mean? Like they may really put you up as like being very attractive, but feeling like you're here for like maybe expansion or growth for yourself. You know what I mean? And they can't really pinpoint whether this is a good choice or decision to make, like to date you. So you may notice that like the conversations that you have with people don't really go anywhere. It's like they're afraid to really say what's on their mind or what's on their heart. They may get like jammed up, or like, I just feel like this kind of difficult for them to express how they feel with you. A lot of people will be clouded with their emotions. Even if you have a partner, your partner may be intimidated bringing certain issues toward you. These could be problems that you guys haven't really resolved, but they don't really want to mention it or bring it up. They may be more worried about like you cutting the situation off if they disappoint you, or if they like say something that bothers you. So they may kind of like tiptoe around you, or like not really say much. They kind of like conform to what you want them to do. They're afraid more so though that this situation won't go far. So your partners around you will try to figure out like what you believe in. Like what is it that's going to like make you need me in a way. That's what they really want, because they feel like you have other options. You have other suitors, other people that can, you know, pick you up, or like see you as the bee's knees. So they kind of like, it bothers them and frustrates them, but it also makes them afraid that if they like fully invest or like just jump in head first, that things may go more so in your favor than theirs. So they may be more worried about that. Yeah, we got Aquarius. So let me give you signs. I never gave you out signs, did I? I gave you it's Virgo, Gemini, Libra, Taurus, Gemini, Scorpio, Sag, Aquarius, and Libra. So some people could feel like you're still kind of bitter from a previous relationship, and they kind of feel like you're elusive or aloof, like you don't really say what you see. Like you may see them do something, or you may kind of be overly critical of what they do. So like they kind of fear bringing things to you. All right, like people may feel like you're still bitter over either a previous relationship, or you still harbor some type of resentment towards them. And so they could feel like maybe you're looking for a way to one-up them, or looking for a way to turn the tide in your favor. So they could just be afraid, really. That's all it is. Like they're kind of afraid to just really be open with you and be honest with you and tell you what's really on their mind. So a lot of it is like your partners would be overthinking, or you could be doing this. Like the energy could be either one of y'all, but like it may be like where your partners are overthinking. You know what I mean? They isolate a lot whenever you're not around, and kind of like guilt themselves or feel shameful about like not really addressing situations that they feel need to be addressed between y'all. You know what I mean? They just imagine you to be just living this life of maybe luxury or this life of like being able to have your pick of whoever's around, and they're just kind of like maybe like a runner up in some way, or they're just like there because at the time it's beneficial to you. You know what I mean? So like your partners may have fears of you, which, if that makes sense, like they may fear that you just are with them because maybe they're beneficial at the moment, and if things, you know, don't go well forever, that you may leave them. So like this could just be them just having like that fear-based mindset in general around like abandonment, or around like having to be by themselves, which is still abandonment, but like I guess like being by themselves. So maybe they don't have other options like you do, or they don't feel like the options are as good as you. That might be what it really is. And so it's like, I want to do everything in my power to keep you here. They may, for some of y'all, I'm going to just put this out here because this was just coming to me too. For some of y'all, they could be using you as a way of getting other people who are similar to you. So like if you see yourself as like if they see you like on a certain status or a certain level of attractiveness, they may be using you to get to other people who are just as attractive to them. You know what I mean? Or just as popular or just as successful as you. You know what I mean? So they may be stair-stepping on you. And that might be what you need to know as well. All right. So anyway, let me give you all the signs. We got Gemini, Virgo, Sag, Libra, Taurus, Gemini, Scorpio, Sag, Aquarius, and Libra. All right. But I know what? You are going to have people who are going to start courting you. If you're single, people are definitely going to start trying to be in your face. Maybe even if you're not single, who knows? All right, where we at? Leos. All right. What's the T on your love life? What's the T? Let's get a little shuffly. All right. So, what's the T on your love life? Okay. So, two things was coming. One, we got attractive people have their eye on you. So this could be a newer partner for some of y'all. We got first house. I think it has somebody who's just coming into your life. So some of y'all, oh yeah, we got a union coming. So some of y'all could be getting a very attractive partner coming your way. Or people are coming because you're a lot more attractive. All right. Now, I don't think that's too hard. If you guys are a Leo, I don't really feel like that's super hard, but maybe there was like, maybe you felt like you were, you know, what's the word I was thinking about? Physically challenged. Like maybe you felt like you weren't the most beautiful or the most prettiest, which is kind of rare. I don't really meet too many Leos that act like that, but maybe. All right. So anyway, it looks like you got somebody maybe from your childhood want to come towards you, create a relationship with you. Could be an Aries, could be a Libra. All right. If not, you guys would be getting a very attractive partner coming your way. All right. And this would be somebody who maybe wants long-term, because we got 7th house. So it's maybe somebody who wants long-term in some way, or really wants a real connection with you, really wants to like build with you. All right. And this is also somebody who has probably desired you for a while. That's what I wanted to say. They probably desired you for a while. All right. We're going to go with this one. We just did that. We'll go with this one. All right. So you may notice that a lot more people are trying to work with you, or trying to reach out to you, or trying to connect with you, or trying to build a relationship with you. What's up, Danielle? Of course, you know me, I do my best. All right. And it's really because of how you look. So like a lot more people are just like the way you look. All right. For some of y'all, it's people that you've had an ending with. I seen Gemini, Capricorn. But you're gonna get a relationship. That's what I'll tell y'all. I don't know which way it's gonna play for you, but you got to get a relationship one way or another. All right. So this is what we got first though. So it could be dealing with like a superficiality to the relationship. All right, I'm gonna give you two different stories first. So for some of y'all, you're getting a relationship. For others of you though, it looks like this relationship, you may be like cutting somebody off first or ghosting somebody. Like this could be, so it could be a Libra, it could be a Virgo, it could be a Scorpio, it could be a Cancer or a Aries. You could be ghosting one person first. And this may be somebody who frees you up to get into another relationship. Because right after that, you got an offer that comes right after that. Right after that. Like right after this blockage. Like, all right, so let me give you, if you're dealing with somebody right now and it seems like it's not going anywhere, or it's not progressing, or you guys aren't able to like work together or strengthen each other, or like combine resources or combine forces, or like the relationship doesn't feel like it's strengthening or getting closer, then when you get rid of this person, then the next relationship that comes in is going to be somebody who you may feel like is kind of shallow, or you may kind of feel like you need to keep them quiet or keep them hidden or not really say too much about like the affairs in the relationship. And this person is going to be somebody who it may be like a slow burn in the terms of the relationship. Like it may slowly build up between y'all, but it's going to be one relationship that actually builds into the long-term stability that you want. And for some of y'all, it may turn from friends to lovers because you got the Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles, and that's usually a friend. So it may be a friend to lovers type of relationship that this turns into. All right, like maybe you guys have always talked for a while. You guys have like, gotten to know each other. Maybe for, like I said, for some of y'all, you could have known them since your early childhood. Like you may be familiar with them is what I'm really getting. All right. And for some of y'all, somebody who's ghosted you or you ghosted them. All right. Like this may be like the story, like they may be ghosting you and this person has now gotten over whatever issues you guys had in the past and they want to come back around. They could be maybe bored of like the other opportunities that are coming their way. So I'm giving you like 3 different stories. So for some of y'all, it's a person who's trying to reconcile with you. That's what it may be. It might be somebody who's trying to reconcile with you. All right. And if it's not somebody who's trying to reconcile with you, this is somebody new or somebody who you've known who comes back around after a relationship falls apart for you. So like you may break up with somebody or go through some type of heartbreak or like, a disappointment in a relationship. And this other person maybe like is aware of it or they come back in because they see it. They may be like, we're looking at the relationship as a more superficial, like maybe just more sexual, maybe just more platonic, maybe just more business or whatever the case may be. And now they're going to be wanting to go a lot more deeper with you. They're going to be really trying to figure out, how can we build a relationship? How can I be an asset to you? How do we like fulfill each other's needs? You know what I mean? They're going to really want to combine forces. You know what I mean? They want to enhance your life. That's what's really going on here. They may want to enhance your life. And they may be very like clingy towards you or very possessive towards you, like really need you, really want you. All right. Which isn't a bad thing. It's just like, it tends to be somebody who doesn't really want to be alone. And that's what they may start telling you, because the 3 of Swords can sometimes be a heartfelt explanation of something. You know what I mean? It may be hard to really get the words out, but like this person has deeper emotions than what they can express. So they may be trying to come back around to like, maybe do service for you or like be nurturing towards you or helpful towards you, or like they want to be more sensible in a way where like they can see this going somewhere, but like in the initial stages, you may not feel that way about the relationship. You may feel like this relationship is short term. It doesn't really have any long-term qualities. You may even feel like this isn't going to be enough. Like whatever they may be trying to offer with you towards you, you may feel like this isn't enough. So, but it looks like they're going to be wanting to figure out what your natural tendencies are. Like what things are you usually doing? Like maybe they try to pick up like a pattern that you do or like a schedule. So maybe they try to like fit into your schedule. They try to like fit into like whatever you have going on. Sometimes I think of them as like a person that tries to play a role. And it's not necessarily a bad thing, but like if we're on a team, maybe I'm the 3-point shooter. Maybe you're the postman, but maybe I'm always good at the 3-point line. So I'm gonna do my 1-2 as this is my role, this is my position. So maybe they know like their position in your life, or they're gonna try to put themselves into a position in your life where they're always around you. Cause like this person doesn't really like being alone. That's what I really want to tell you. They don't really like being alone. All right. So if anything, what they're going to try to do is empower you, which could be like boosting your confidence, making you feel a lot more self-assured that you can do things. You know what I mean? If you're trying to get towards a goal, they're going to start helping that. You know what I mean? They're going to kind of like pay attention to like the things that you are working towards, or the things that like get you, I'm going to say get you excited. Because that's what they're really paying attention to. Like what gets you excited? What do you like? You know what I mean? So you may notice that about partners, or you may notice that the people that are coming in are really trying to figure out like what you like. They're trying to excite you. They're trying to negotiate. They want to be agreeable. You know what I mean? They want to socialize and talk with you. They want to be around you. They just want to be around you, really. That's what it really gives. They just want to be around you, want to be in your space. And you may feel like at first, I don't really want this person. You know, and I'm not even gonna say that you don't really want them. You may kind of feel like they're not going to be enough. You know what I mean? Like maybe they don't have enough in your mind. Maybe you feel like, the relation, like you don't know enough about them. Maybe there's like this secrecy towards them. You know what I mean? Sometimes it gives like a mistress vibe sometimes. So it could even be that way, but like it turns from friends to lovers. So like you guys start off slow. Like they just chat with you. They talk with you. They show up for you. They do service for you. They just try to be trustworthy. You know what I mean? And you guys build like a schedule or a routine where you consistently see this person. You know what I mean? Yeah, with the Hermit in reverse, they are hard to deal with, because it's somebody who could be socially awkward, and somebody who tends to be shallow. They don't really see where they go wrong in situations. They just kind of like, I'm say blame you in some way. So like you may be dealing with a partner who's blaming you, or like has blamed you before for a reason that they were hurt or for a reason that they were disappointed in the relationship and maybe ghosted you. But like that person seems like they're over it. And it looks like they're going to be trying to come back around and offer you love again or try it again. They just worry about you saying no, or they worry about you blocking them, or they worry about the situation not going as far as they hoped it would. Cause like this person they see potential, but like they want to invest initially as much as they could invest. So to just start off with like a friend, like just bringing stuff, doing stuff, like, cause they have you pegged as somebody who they would marry or somebody who they would take to the next level, but they just try to go at it in a slow way. Like, they're cautious. They don't want to like, this is somebody who's going to be like, when they start putting effort in, this is somebody who really would want to take you all the way, take it as far as it can go. So it's going to come off as cautious, and it comes off as them being reserved or holding back from really sharing or giving you stuff. You know what I mean? They may give you a little bit at a time, or they may do stuff that you need, but they may not necessarily always give you money. So, you know what I mean? They may do the stuff that you need. They may buy the stuff that you need. They may show up in a way that you need, but like, you may feel like this isn't going to do it. This isn't enough. You know what I mean? Like they're just my friend, or they're just cool. You know what I mean? I like having them around. They're helpful, but you may not really feel like this relationship can go that far. But this will be a relationship that will take it to what was the word I was thinking of? It'll stand the test of time. So, and for some of y'all, it's been a relationship that's been there for a while. So for some of y'all, if you've had this person around for a while and you just maybe didn't acknowledge them, you know what I mean? With the Hermit here and the Four Cups, you may have not acknowledged them. You know what I mean? And it could be just, like I said, for superficial reasons. Like maybe it's the physical appearance, maybe because they're, I don't know, maybe because they're a little bit socially awkward or not accepted by a lot of people. It could be any of that. Like, like sometimes with the Hermit, it's like a lot of people don't know them, or a lot of people don't get them. They may be kind of like a deep person. They maybe like make you contemplate a lot of things. They have their own way of like seeing the world, which sometimes can seem a little pessimistic and maybe like a Debbie Downer, where like it maybe makes you feel like you have to grow up when you really just want to have fun. So it may be like that. Like they could maybe be older too. You know what I mean? Or they maybe feel like, you may feel like they always just want to maybe be home, or like want to do like pop-up or mum stuff. Like, you know what I mean? You may kind of feel that way, but this is somebody who you could see a long-term vision with, but you may not see that at first. You may not really feel that way about them. You may feel like this is something short, this is something for like fun, and you may, kind of look past it and just maybe squander an opportunity to be married and happy. So that's what we got. Anyway, let me give you signs. We got Aries, Libra, Virgo, Scorpio, Cancer, Capricorn, Virgo, Aries, Capricorn, Virgo. All right. Dang, not y'all passing up on a marriage. Somebody wants to marry you. You're like, nah, I can get another one. I feel you though. I feel you. It'd be like that. All right. So he's on Cancer. So I'm having an issue, y'all. I've been doing this video on how to read tarot, but I had to do it in parts because like I ramble. So like if I start talking about one thing, I might start off going off over other things. So what I did was I break it down into parts. But now the issue I have is that I can't get it off of my iMovie because I need to stitch it together to be able to like put the whole video out. Otherwise I have to do it like I just did that pick a card where it's like pile 1, pile 2. Like that stuff is kind of weird. Like I want it to be one big video and then I could just put it like as my headliner on my page. So I haven't really figured out how to get around that issue. Because that's why I haven't been posting videos. I just been going live because I can't edit my videos on neither one of my, because I got two phones. I got one for content and I got one so my family can call me. So that way I don't have like issues when I'm recording and it doesn't interrupt my lives or whatnot or interrupt my readings. So, and then, I don't want everybody like, from tarot calling my phone and stuff, you know what I mean? And asking me about like their life. Because once I'm off the clock, I'm off the clock. Leave me. All right, anyway, Cancer, what we got going on? So you guys will be getting your personal needs met, but you'll also be feeling a lot more comfortable with yourself. So I don't know, maybe you guys are single or you're like on your own or whatever, but you're starting to feel a lot more closer to yourself. That's for sure. And you may also become a lot more aware of what your intimacy needs are, what you need to feel close to a partner or for you to feel romantically involved in a relationship. All right. So some of y'all may be longing for a family, because give me a minute to bring this all out too, and that's what Cancer is. All right. So, okay, yeah, you guys are going deep, some deep introspection and getting reorientated. So people that you may, oh yeah, we got a relationship coming up soon. Go y'all, go y'all. So you got a relationship coming up soon. So as soon as y'all let go of some of y'all limiting beliefs, and these are usually beliefs that are shared to you by family. Like, I'll just give you an example. Sometimes moms may tell you, or dads may tell you, get a woman that opens your door for you, or get a woman that does blah, 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 whatever. Like old ancestral beliefs that were given to you, you guys are letting go of those. All right, because the moon shows first, which is about your intimacy needs. What do you need to feel comfortable or safe in a relationship? So a lot of the stuff that you guys were having that was been keeping you from having real relationships or having closer partnerships or really coming into union with anybody was based around beliefs that family members, friends, or people who are within your collective, which is usually like your friends, social media, family, close acquaintances, co-workers that you see regularly, depending on how long you've been at your job. But like you guys could be taking on some of their ideologies, and this was like holding you guys back from dating. All right. So some of y'all are getting a lot more practical or a lot more dualistic of like understanding humans or understanding the world at large, like how people are, understanding that people have more than one side of themselves, right? And then finding more practical ways of approaching relationships. All right, so you do got connection coming in, and it's going to be somebody who makes you feel comfortable. All right, we got Pisces, we got Cancer, we got Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. All right, for some of y'all, this may be a past person coming back, because sometimes the 12th house can be beginnings and endings. So like you guys may end the way you guys were doing a relationship and then get to know each other all over again, and from like a new perspective though, because of the Pisces, I think of that hangman in reverse now. Because, you know, it's a beginning or an ending. Which way is it? Which way is it? So we could be ending how we once did it and starting it all over again. All right, it could be a Scorpio. I got somebody who wants to make you a parent. They could be thinking with children on their mind. All right, that might be what the relationship is about, for kids, for children, for family. You know what I mean? To build, I mean, to create like joint households. All right. All right, yeah, we got somebody coming back around. But it's more so, I'm going to say almost out of jealousy in a way, or aware that you have other suitors. They go to that King of Cups though, but they want a family with you. All right, so some of y'all maybe lost weight or like started working on your body or started taking care of your body or something like that. Because this person maybe remembers you for being somebody who would sacrifice their needs for them. You may not really be attracted to them though. That's what I kind of feel like. You may not really be like the most attracted to them. All right. Like it may be more about practicality. Like the reason that you guys are getting into the relationship may be more like, maybe we want to build a family. Maybe we want to build a business. Maybe I like the way that you raise kids. I like the way that you save money. I like the way that you do this, that, and the third. Like there's like the reason behind coming together in this relationship or in your relationships would be for practical reasons, for reasons that like extend outside of maybe appearance or extend outside like the superficial. You know what I mean? Like it's more about like family. You guys may really want to build a family or really want just closeness with a partner. Like you may want to feel secure or safe with a partner. You may want a partner who really cares about you, your mental health, your physical health, your emotional health. So some of y'all may be like getting over being overly obsessed about like attractiveness or overly obsessed about being attracted to partners. I don't know, maybe. All right, but also, looks like you're going to be having, if this is a partner that's coming in new, it's going to be a partner who you may be attracted to their body more than anything. Like, you know, maybe it's like, I'm not going to say sexual, because like this is going to be somebody who wants to have children. So maybe that's why you're kind of like paying attention to their body. Like maybe if they can take care of their health, they can take care of kids. Or like if it's a man watching a woman, like if you're a man and you're watching for women, then it would be more like you see her body as formed, like I guess what's the word I'm looking for? Like at a more primal stage, you kind of see her body as like, ready for kids. Like she could have my child, she could have my baby. You know what I mean? But you may not necessarily like be attracted or like super interested in everything that she has going on. You may not like her way of thinking, or like you may like not feel like she doesn't have enough experience. Or you may feel this way even if you're dating men. You may feel like they don't have enough experience, life experience. You may feel like they don't really understand like life as a whole. So maybe they're a little bit younger, but I kind of feel like they're mature. But maybe maybe they're a little naive in some ways. Like maybe they haven't really experienced life like that. Like they haven't really maybe been on their own, or they haven't really had too many relationships. They maybe weren't really like, maybe they were married at one time and then they got divorced and they're like back on the dating market, but they don't really know what it's like to date. So it could even be like that. Like you may notice this about the relationships that you have around you, because I kind of feel like you have relationships and not really just one. That's what I'm kind of reading it as, like you don't really have a relationship, but maybe you do, but I kind of feel like you don't. But if you do, then you would be like getting to know this person a lot more. You guys would be looking at some of the patterns that are holding you guys back from like really getting closer, or from really like coming together and strengthening the bond between y'all. All right. Like there may be a fear of you guys like not wanting to be alone. That might be really what it is. Like where you really feel like you don't want to be alone. So you may just kind of like take a partner because they fulfill your emotional needs and you feel comfortable with them and you feel like they'll put in some effort. And they may, some of y'all, they may be a past person, or they may be a new opportunity that comes along. But like I said, you may not, like it may stop. You may not be like the most attracted to them, or you may not really feel the most passionate towards this person about like creating a relationship. You may like sex with them. For some of y'all, you may like sex with them, or you may like their like, you know, like, and attractive doesn't always have to do with like the physical appearance. Sometimes attractive can be like, you just don't like the way they do stuff, or the way they act, or the way they like take action on things, or like you just may not like the way that they think, or maybe like the way that they talk. Like it could be like little pet peeves that you don't like about that person that just like turns you off. And you may notice that about them. Like for me, a pet peeve for me is like your smell. If I don't like the way you smell, yuck. And it doesn't, you could be very attractive, but it's like your smell, something about it, just like, I don't like it. Like if I don't like the way you smell, So it could be like, you know, maybe like little things like that. You may have stuff like that. So you'll start tapping into like your unconscious patterns, or like your subconscious patterns, things that you, maybe this is also like letting go of like preconceived notions about relationships. Like, you know how you've always been dating this way. You've been dating because people do this or they do that. You expect your partners to do this and do that. These may be things where it's like you're starting to like get rid of those. Like, nah, that's not going to work for me. That's not realistic. I got to look at where I'm at or who I'm dealing with. I got to look at what they're offering. So you may start like just being more practical when it comes to love and long-term relationships. You want to make sure that you guys have the same mission or goal in mind. And it's going to be good. All right. For some of y'all, it looks like it may be a child that comes along, or there's like a desire to have children. You guys may start talking about children, or like just start brainstorming about, you know, how to create a family together. So you may notice that. And this may be like impulsively. Some of y'all may just like impulsively jump into a relationship with somebody just because you want that comfort, or that security of of vulnerability and that emotional connection with somebody. All right. Because this person will enhance your life. You know what I mean? They may like help you go back to schooling, help you go back to work, or help you like learn new skills or sets or whatever. I don't know. It's like they'll be helping you learn stuff. So that's a good thing here. For some of y'all, it could just be an ending, but like even then, down the line, if it's an ending, you still have another opportunity for another relationship that comes. So let me give you signs we got. We got Scorpio, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, Leo, Aries, Leo, Sag, Aquarius, and Aries. I said Libra. Did I say Libra, Gemini, Aquarius? I think I did. All right, so that's what you got. So that's all the signs. That was all the signs. All right, so that's all the signs for Cancer. So you guys might be having some options or opportunities, and the people that you have, you may not be the most attracted to, or you may not be the most passionate about, because maybe, I don't know what the reason could be. You may just not like the way that they look at the world. You know what I mean? So who we on now? Oh, Gemini. All right, Gemini. All right, so it's a T on your love life. You're looking attractive. Well, that's what's going on. A lot of people like your physical appearance. So, oh, okay, taboo. We got taboo here. All right, so some of y'all could be having a relationship that's hidden, or a secretive relationship, or one of those relationships that you want to engage in, but you don't, like, maybe you shy away from engaging in, all right? Sometimes it's just like a relationship you feel like you shouldn't be in. And that can just be like a relationship with no titles. That can sometimes be, you know, taboo. But taboo can also be like an ex who people knew, you know, did you wrong or, you know, whatever. Because I always bring that up because that's usually taboo. You know, we have a culture of like, after somebody's done you wrong and you break up with them, never talk to them again. You know, so that could be taboo that you may talk to this person again if it's one of those situations. All right. Oh, okay. So, all right. So, signs we may have could be Scorpio, Aries, or Cancer. But this is a relationship that you got will be coming in. It's going to be emotionally fulfilling. It may be a little bit taboo or not what other people would want for you, like societally or even sociably, like the people who are around you, like friends, family. They may not agree with the relationship, but this is a relationship that fulfills you. For some of y'all, it may be very sexual. That might be why you really want the relationship. They may be very sexual, very aggressive, very confident with you. They may boost your confidence. They may really care about your feelings. They may be very protective over you. All right. And they may also like to express emotions around you. All right. But this may be, like I said, a relationship that other people don't agree with you having. So it could be a lot of different ways that are considered taboo. It's just like this person maybe like tries to boost your confidence to make you feel independent. All right. They may even want to work with you. All right, for some of y'all, you could just be getting a lot more active or learning something new with them. Like maybe going through training or going through classes or whatever. All right, but this is somebody who's going to be a temptation to you. Oh, yeah, and it's somebody who's not easily caught by others or hard to pin down. So you guys will have options soon. You may have to figure out what you want. I think that's what this person is about. Like, they may allow you to be free and do as you please, but like they want you to be like emotionally connected to them. They want to be able to be vulnerable with you. They want to be able to be sexual with you, passionate with you. All right. Yeah. For some of y'all, it's maybe somebody who feels like they missed out on you. So let me give you signs real quick. We got Cancer, Scorpio, Aries, Pisces, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, Pisces, and Scorpio. So I got a lot of Scorpio energy. So you guys are going to be looking very sexually attractive to the people who are like desiring you right now or like who you be dating. So if you're in a relationship, your partner is feeling you a lot more than usual. All right. And they may even like to play games with you now or like try to be a lot more social or flirty with you just because they like, it's like having a renewal in a relationship. Suddenly you're looking a lot more attractive. Suddenly I want to touch you more. Suddenly I want to be around you more. You may notice that like maybe, and if you're single, more people are having their eyes on you. More people are finding you to maybe not be conventionally what they would go for. Like, you know, sometimes you can be too skinny, too frail, too tall, too hot, too short, too fat, too whatever. You know what I mean? You may not be like what they would consider attractive. Not attractive. I'm not even gonna say not attractive because they're seeing you as attractive, but they're seeing you in a more sexual way of attractiveness. So like you may not normally be their usual type. There may be an allure to you that's like more like I need to dig deeper to figure out who it is. Like they may like you more for superficial reasons. Like these connections be like relationships where people kind of like don't know what they really want, but like you're attractive to them. And they also kind of feel like they can't have you. So if you're in a relationship, there's maybe people who are also attracted to you because they feel like they can't have you. You know what I mean? So you could be giving off that allure as like somebody who's off limits, somebody who they shouldn't be with, somebody who they shouldn't be attracted to, somebody who they shouldn't be trying to flirt with or get to know. You know what I mean? So there may be like that might be the taboo to it, where people shouldn't really be trying to like come at you or deal with you. There's like that allure and that pull, that magnetism that you're really exuding right now. You know, sometimes it could be like a boss or like a counselor or like a teacher who's attracted to you. You know what I mean? Like you could be going through training and the teacher or whoever you're there who's putting the lesson on is attracted to you. You know what I mean? People are going to be trying to do things for you. You could be getting messages from people like old friends. Old friends might be like more attracted to you now. I kind of feel like these are past lovers or past like people who you maybe like once flirted with or like once went out to date on before, but maybe it didn't go anywhere. You know, maybe you courted them before or they courted you before, but it didn't really go anywhere. And it kind of like they're just around and it seems like they're still lingering and it's like it never really did anything, but it's like there's a potential for it because we got the Seven of Pentacles. So there's like a potential for it, but it also kind of like you have to look at the situation in another view or look at it from another, maybe it's kind of like a skewed vision where it's like, I have to look at it in a way where only I care about the details, where I can't really focus on what other people may say because there could be rumors that have to do with this relationship for some of y'all. And I kind of felt like it was because maybe it's a past person, but it could be anything. It could be taboo. Like it could be maybe your homegirl dated this guy 10 years ago in high school, or dated this guy 10 years ago and they didn't really do anything. They just went on a date, you know what I mean? Or they didn't really, like, maybe they just had sex at one time or anything. Could have been years ago. And it's like, oh, I don't know if I want to date this person because, you know, this and that. Like, we shouldn't really be together because, you know, they were with my friend, or because they, I don't know, anything. It's just taboo. It's a whole bunch of shit, you know what I mean, that could really go around that. So I can't even really elaborate on it. There's so many different ways that we can consider it to be the wrong way when it comes to dating. You know what I mean? But it's one of those relationships that you really do want to engage in. This person has this draw or this magnetism towards you where it's like you guys just kind of like intensely feel each other. All right. And they do care for your personal needs. They care for like your emotional vulnerabilities. Like, you'll feel safe around this person. Like I said, they're protective. So you may also just kind of like go back around because of this. If it's a past person, you may go back around because of this. But at the same time, this isn't somebody who's ready to commit. You know, they just kind of like fantasize or idolize you or pedestalize you in a way, you know what I mean, because of your attractiveness. So, and even your partner is doing that. Like, it doesn't even seem like the partner is taking it. They see potential in the relationship going somewhere, but it doesn't go anywhere. Because then it turns into the chariot in reverse. So it doesn't go anywhere. It's like they have potential and there's an opportunity, but in the same time, it doesn't go anywhere. Like, they don't even take, maybe not, for some of y'all, they don't even take action. They just kind of look at you as like a missed opportunity. Like, I would like to, but, you know, I'm not going to do anything. It's just kind of like lingering and hopeful. And maybe they kind of like see you as like, some of y'all too good for them, or like upper echelon. You know what I mean? They may kind of view you as like somebody who they can't have. You know, you're popular or you're very attractive, but you're not like, I can't be seen with you, or like, you know what I mean? It could be like something along the lines of that. You know, it may be like family or something. Like, they're like, people are attracted to you. They see you. You got a lot of people eyes on you. So if you're not in a relationship, you got a lot of eyes on you, and people are like looking at you like a morsel of food. You know, I really want you. You're erotic. You're a temptation. You know, you're a bad girl, bad guy. I should have you. It's something about this situation that we shouldn't be doing, but I want you. You know what I mean? So you may notice that they're like maybe a little bit more aggressive, maybe a little bit more forthright. You know, maybe a little bit more social. You know, maybe they try to be a little bit more vulnerable with you. It's just those little things, because they kind of like just, they paint you to maybe be better than you are in their mind. They just don't really know you that well. That's what it is. And they're not really aware if you are interested in them or not. So they may just start like showing you sides of themselves that they normally don't show. I mean, that they normally don't show soon, just to kind of like get your attention or get you to like maybe express how you feel, because they kind of want to gauge the situation on how you feel with them. All right. They're going to step outside their comfort zone. That's what I will tell you. So just look for that. That's what you'll see about people. If you're not in a relationship, more people will be stepping outside their comfort zone, trying to vie for your attention, maybe trying to pin you down. They feel like you're not, they feel like you're maybe emotionally unavailable. So they may try to make the connections to be more sexual, or like I said, there's a taboo to it where they feel like they shouldn't be engaging in it with you. So they still may try to make it more sexual and try to keep the relationship hidden. All right. So let me give you signs. We got Scorpio, Aries, Cancer, Pisces, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Cancer, Virgo, Taurus, Pisces, and Scorpio. All right. So that's what we got. So that's for Gemini. Where we at? Taurus. All right, so Taurus. Let me get a quick shuffle. All right, so Taurus. Oh, all right. So here's the issue. It's a small issue, not really a big issue. Short-term pleasurable relationships. That's what it's looking like for y'all. All right. Now, for some of these could be people who are like in your community, or people who are like in your friend group. They could be part of like, sometimes I think of like, when I see the 11th house, I sometimes think of like social media, or friends that you meet through other friends. They put you on. All right. Now, I say short-term relationships, but Short-term relationships can just be like, we go on dates. Like short-term could be like a year, 2 years, 6 months. Like they're pleasurable. We go out, we date. These like real romantic type of people. They like a lot of entertainment. All right. Now they may have kids. That might be kind of why it's maybe short-term for some of y'all. They may have kids, or maybe you have kids, or I don't know. It's something like that. All right. Like, and for some of y'all, it can start from friends to lovers, because we got the 11th house, and it's usually about the house of friends, friendships. These are friendships that help you up in the world, though. So it could be like friends to lovers. You guys may have the same passions. You may have the same versions of like excitement or like entertainment. You may like to do the same thing. You guys may like to party a lot. You guys may like to like date, go out, do whatever a lot. You know what I mean? It's like just an opportunity to overindulge. All right, like they're pleasure seekers. This is what this is, like for pleasure. It doesn't have to just be sex, but it seems like for pleasure. Like we're going out to enjoy ourselves. So your relationships are about to take more of a romantic, fun-loving, exciting. I help you, you help me. You know, socialize, like socialite, maybe even put you into crowds where you normally wouldn't have been at. So they may even like give you like, what's the word I'm looking at? They may give you like a gateway to like another level of dating or another level of like of choice and options. So like, yeah, they're gonna be supportive. Could be a Capricorn, could be a Aries. So I just seen, we got Libra. All right. So you guys will be dealing with somebody who's a heartbreaker, very sexual. All right, we got Libra, Capricorn, Cancer. It's really just good times. That's what I'm gonna tell y'all. Good times. Good times. And then we got 4 cups. So you guys could be overindulging in pleasure soon. And this could just, like I said, be dates, entertainment, passion. Yeah, you're gonna be getting communication from these people soon too. So for some of y'all, there's travel involved. So like taking you on trips, just going out to have different experiences. Like it's more fun-based. So if you weren't like looking for fun-based, then, you know, you just make them friends. Just be friends. Just talk. Because these are going to be people who are good at networking and can also help you up in the world. So like if you aren't necessarily like dating them, then you could just be friends with them. But like these will be relationships that turn from friends to lovers. So like you'll like talking to them. You'll like socializing with them. You'll like being around them. You'll feel like you can trust them. There'll also be like that pull towards y'all where you'll just feel very sexually attracted to them as well. And there'll be that same feeling towards them. All right. They may also be looking at you differently. So sometimes with the devil here, it could be taboo. So they could like maybe look at you differently. Like I said, if it's a friend, they're starting to like change their gaze towards you. So like they start to like you now. That's why it's like you may not really see this coming. Because sometimes with Aquarius energy, it's unexpected. So you may not really see this coming with these partners, where it just starts off as like maybe just chatting here and there, we're talking. Maybe they send you posts or reels or shorts or TikToks or just little shit. You know what I mean? Just like little shit starts the conversations between y'all. And then next thing you know, it grows into a full-fledged affair. All right? And it's just one of those like memorable good times. All right? This may be also somebody who has like an addiction, or they do like a lot of escapism. For some of y'all, it's just like a opportunity to escape from the humdrum of life. Like if all you do is go to work, go home, deal with the kids. If all you do is go work, go home, go to the gym, go work, go whatever. If all you do is like the same pattern and the same like process, this is going to be somebody who's meant to like inject some type of excitement into your life. Like get you out of being bored. Because we got the 4 cups here. So they're meant to get you out of being bored. All right. They're meant to like make you step outside your comfort zone and be open to newer possibilities or new opportunities. And this, once you start dating these people, they're going to take you to another level, or like another experience of dating. So like you start like looking at relationships maybe in a more lighthearted manner. You don't take them so seriously from the rip. And you know what that does? Sometimes that also helps get rid of like codependency or a need of being too possessive or too controlling in relationships, where you feel like you have to control everything and how everything will go and how everything will play. It actually allows you to be more playful and more like lighthearted and just like cheerful and like more of a fun person to be around. Like people will want to socialize with you and just have you around because you're a good time. You know what I mean? So like this builds closer friendships. Like you're like, even if you guys don't date, then it just becomes more closer knitted friendships, where it's like you guys can trust each other. You can tell each other your secrets. You can be vulnerable. You know what I mean? If you're struggling with something, you can like bring it to them. You know what I mean? They may have the same struggles. You guys may kind of, you know, enable each other in some ways. You know what I mean? Like they may be like, you know, if you do something wrong, they may be like, nah, you're not wrong. You right. They may like, you know, ride with you. So like this looks like what's happening here. You guys could be using relationships soon to like escape from you know, the humdrum of life. And this is just meant for fun. It's a short period in time. It's a period, but it's going to be memorable because we got the devil and we got the hangman. These are periods in time where you'll remember these, where other people maybe sacrificed their needs for you, where other people went along with how you view relationships. They were open to your beliefs. They were more attracted to you than you were to them. They were, they may even be more possessive and like desiring you than you do them. You know what I mean? Like it's like people that you would want though. That's what I'm really trying to get to, is like people you would want. So it's not like you're getting options that you don't really want. These would be people that you want. They're exciting to be around. So, and they're helpful in a way that's going to make your life better. So like, I don't know how you may reject that. You may. There's always a potential to reject it if you don't want it. You just don't want it. But like, for the most part, it looks like you guys may be going with it. You know what I mean? Like taking the opportunity. You know, you may be like just bored about whatever you got going on. The other opportunities that were coming before them maybe weren't exciting. They maybe weren't stimulating you. They maybe weren't like, you know, as social or like as like fun. That's what it kind of just seems like. They weren't really that fun, and maybe they took on maybe too much of a serious appearance in your life. But it looks like you'll be like loosening up, and that's what these people are coming in to do. So it looks like you got people. So if you're single though, then you and your partner may be having like issues, like maybe dating, like maybe you guys have unrealistic expectations of the connection. Somebody may be wanting children soon, or like wants to like go back to a time where you were like kind of like children, or like when you were younger, but like when you were like in that dating phase. They may feel like the relationship has gotten too serious and that there's no real fun. You won't go out on dates like that no more. You're not trying to pursue me or court me like that anymore. So you guys may have a conversation about that, and it could be an argument or a disagreement, and you may start looking at your partner differently. You know what I mean? And that's where temptation may come in, because the devil is here as a temptation with the Three of Swords, which could lead to possibly some type of betrayal between one of y'all. So if there's a conversation that you guys need to have, there's a need to be direct and to be more persuasive, as opposed to telling somebody or pointing at them and letting them know. Like it's a need to be more persuasive, all right, and more direct and more clear about what your intentions are in the relationship, or where you envision things going. So that way there's like a trust that gets built, because this person may feel like you no longer trust them, or they may like be waning on trusting you. If you're in a relationship, they may be waning on trusting you. You know, they may be like kind of looking at you differently, or feeling like they're starting to see the real you. So just be aware of that. You guys might need to do more group activities, or find more things that you guys really can like connect on, that injects more fun and passion and excitement into the relationship to keep it going. Because they may be wanting to let it go or release you. All right, so let me give you signs. We got Aquarius, Pisces, Leo, Libra, Capricorn, Cancer, Gemini, Leo, Pisces, and Capricorn. All right. I'll put that there. And we got Aries. We made it. Okay. Oh. All right. So Aries, what's the tea on your love life? Let's get a little quick shuffle. Hey, we did pretty good. That was pretty good. We almost hit 100 likes. That'd be great if I get 100 likes before the live is over. All right, so Aries. All right, so you guys got a potential relationship coming. This is going to be somebody who stimulates some type of talent that you didn't know. They may be part of your friend group or part of like a big organization, big network. All right, we got Libra, we got Aquarius. So sometimes with Aquarius, this may be somebody who's not your usual type. They may not be conventionally what you would be attracted to, or conventionally what you would want to date. All right, but it's somebody who's very expressive, very communicative, and very cooperative. Easy to get along with. We got Sagittarius. All right, I just seen Capricorn or Virgo. Whoa, what was that? All right, we got Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. All right, so some of y'all are idolizing your partners. You may idolize this person if it's a new person. If it's a past person, I mean, if it's like you're in a current relationship, it looks like you guys are getting new love though. Looks like it's new love. Now, and new love can also be a past person just like revamped, you know, like your ex-boo 2.2, 2.0. You know, they stepped their shit up this time. It could be that. All right, let me give you signs real quick though, just to kind of like help you out. So it could be Libras, could be Aquarius, could be a Sag, could be a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, could be a Pisces, Gemini, Aries, or Sag. All right, we got a lot of fire type of energy. All right, so you got people who want to pursue you. That's what I will give you. These are most likely people who have like big connections, networks, or like maybe like they are in like a community where there's memberships. So like the gym, the library, or something like that. You're gonna meet them through like common interest. All right, so if this is new people, you're gonna meet them through common interest. They may be writers, poets, creators, rappers, singers, painters. They have a creative side to them. And they also don't mind expressing their emotions and their feelings. They're very protective of their partners, all right? They don't mind fighting for partners either. So they might be willing to fight for your attention. You may have two suitors, looks like three suitors. Looks like you have three suitors, and you may have issue really kind of like choosing, you know what I mean? For some of you, the relationship's kind of like, they'll stall out at first. They'll stall out. Like you may kind of like paint them to be perfect, and you may like hesitate from like communicating with them or talking with them at a certain point. Like, you know, maybe you come off a little shy, or they'll come off a little shy. It's like somebody in here is going to be shy, like bashful in terms of like communicating what they want in the relationship. Like you may not really like directly tell this person what you want in the relationship. All right, like they're creative and they're expressive and they talk very well and they're charming and they're like, you know, they're just easy to get along with because we got the Temperance here, so they're just easy to get along with, and they seem to have knowledge that other people don't have. So maybe you learn a lot from them. They teach you skills that you have, like they show you parts of yourself that you yourself have. You just don't know how to exercise it just yet, and they help you work through it. So like this could even come through like job, through career. So you may even meet them at like work or like in a career or whatever. It just kind of comes in that way. They maybe want to try to do joint endeavors with you. So like they'll try to include you in this stuff. You know what I mean? Like it's almost like group activities, but like, and sometimes like a business. Like let's do a business together. Let's do this together. Like they try to include you in stuff. Like this is somebody who maybe tries to be a friend first, or like you guys would take it from a friend to a long-term relationship, because it goes from the 11th house to the 7th house, which is a friend to a lover, but like a partner, a marriage partner, or like a long-term boyfriend, girlfriend. Like they may just take the relationship more serious. You may notice this, all right? So, and I say you may notice this though, because like it seems like they'll start getting focused on you, like really starting to pay more attention towards you, starting to reach out a lot more, starting to be a lot more generous to you, starting to express their emotions towards you a lot more. Like communication picks up in your romantic life, all right? And like wanting to do stuff with you is what you're going to start noticing a lot more in your romantic life. It's like people who maybe like, they kind of lie though. So like the lies are about them not like telling you that maybe they like expect a certain way of you being, like they want you to be a certain way. Like they may not really be seeing you for you. Because the Knight of Cups is somebody who is an idealistic lover. So they may just like you because they feel you're attractive, or they may like you because you fit some type of social standard of like success, or of like, you know, it would look good if I have you on my arm. So they may not really see you for you. That might be the only thing, but like they like to get along, or like, you know, they like to get along with you. They like talking with you. They feel inspired when they're around you. They want to inspire you. Like this is somebody who will give back to you what you give to them. So like they try to share with you. They try to like look out for you. They try to focus on you. It's a lot of that. And for some of y'all, this may have been people who either you felt like you could do better than, or they felt like they could do better than, but they may be like sacrificing what they need for you soon. Or they may feel like you're somebody who will sacrifice what you need for them. In which case, maybe why they like, you know, start being more romantic, being more helpful, being more giving, more generous. You know what I mean? Like they see you in a different light, but like it's in a light where they feel like this could be anything. You can do anything. We could be anything. So you may notice that for some of y'all, they may be also people who are afraid to come towards you, like because maybe you guys have been friends for a while, or you like in some type of like social or public setting where it's like they can't really. Oh, we're on. Oh my gosh, Aries, thanks for saying that. We're on Aries. I'm so glad you said that. I don't know how I didn't put that up there. Aries. All right, so anyway, they may be not really like seeing you for who they really are, like, like who you really are. They paint you to be maybe a perfect person or a perfect partner, or like, You know, maybe they just think that maybe you'll save them, because Knight of Cups can be a rescuer, or they'll want to save you. So it can go one of the two ways. Either they want to save you, or they'll feel like you can save them. So like the opportunity for love, maybe like it can go long term, but like with this Hangman here, I kind of feel like it stalls for a little bit, or like there's like a lingering feeling for a while before they actually give it to you. So like y'all could be friends for a while, you guys like talk for a while, or socialize for a while, or work together for a while, and then out of the blue they're like, hey, you want to like take this a little further? You want to date? You know, they start courting you or start doing stuff for you, start talking to you more in a way that kind of like implies like, oh, you starting to take this a little bit more serious, huh? So you may kind of like notice that about the relationships that you have. They're gonna want to encourage you a lot more. So I feel like it's gonna be a lot easier to get romantic relationships. Like your connections, partnerships are gonna be a lot easier. But most likely it's your friends that turn into either your friends or people from a community that turn into, yeah, you did. We're going backwards. So we're almost done right now. So it's almost like either a friend or people who are like in your community, or you guys like do some of the same things. Like they're in an area where you're always at, you know, or like a community. It's like a community-based area. So maybe you meet them in a community-based area, you know, or maybe it's like large groups of crowds of people that be around. So you may meet them in that way. They may be into like the health field, or like healing or nurturing, or they may focus on their body a lot. So maybe for some of y'all, it could be like vegan or something. I don't know. I don't know why I'm explaining to you why these people are like this, because that wasn't really what was on my mind at the time. But yeah, you may meet them through like group activities and like joint ventures, and like they may try to include you in stuff. And at first the relationship may feel like it's not doing anything, or you may like idolize them, or they may idolize you in a way where they put you up on a pedestal and like see you as like a perfect person and like look past some of your flaws. You know what I mean? But at the same time, they want your consideration. They want you to kind of like take them as like the best pick or opportunity, and they'll start being a lot more assertive with you, or a lot more straightforward with you. So yeah, but it looks like they're gonna be long-term partnerships, or at least long-term friendships. If you don't turn them into romance, they'll be long-term friendships. They'll be friendships that probably last the remainder of your life, or at least last for a long time, long period. All right. So I'm about to give you signs. We got Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, Sag, Pisces, Pisces, Gemini. All right. So you guys, thank y'all always for joining, rocking and rolling. That was a little less than 2 hours. I like that. It's not too bad. Thank you guys always for joining me, for rocking and rolling with me, being here. It took me a little bit to get done with this, because I'm on this thing right here. I'm doing this juicing fast. And man, this is the second day. The second day. Woo-wee. You know, I don't know. Don't go nowhere. Stay home. Stay home is what I'm telling you. All right? Because that's where I'm at with it. I'm just staying home, laying down. It done took some energy out your boy. But anyway, trying to get it together. Thank y'all always for the support. I'll see y'all again. Maybe tomorrow. I know I got to post at least 3 times this week. So it'll probably be tomorrow, or it'll be like Tuesday. 1 to 2. We'll figure it out. But anyway, I'm gone.